So there's a lot happening, for example, at Disney. And I think that Bob Iger, with Brendan Carr now in the FCC slot, is going to have to say, is it really worth it to have this ABC company where everybody's embarrassing me left and right? Is it really worth it? Do I maybe need to think about doing something just a little bit different with some of the programming matters? And that is why we're looking at a potential for ABC News spinning off The View in some way, or making it some other kind of program. Granted, I think they want to get rid of the network, but the question now becomes, how long does that show, The View, stay put? There's a new article just came off the presses here in Variety today, which, is a little bit of a plant, dare I say, or as somebody at ABC News, the PR person is calling their friend over at Variety, in this case, Juan Michaels, saying, hey, let's come up with a snazzy headline. And they're trying to make it look as though The View is doing great. And so this is why they're putting together a weekend show that's going to stream. But let me just assure you, this has nothing to do with The View doing great and everything to do with how do we reinvent ourselves in this new period in time when everybody's streaming. Well, why don't we come up with a streaming product? But what do we do for a streaming product? Well, we've been doing all our political news on the airwaves, so now we got to do something else. So the plan is to do celebrity news and pop culture stuff. I think that has a little more to do with the fact that nobody wants to actually work on the weekend, so they can't be live. So they've got to tape this thing after the show on Friday or Thursday or whenever it is that they actually do this thing. And then they're going to air it on this ABC News streaming platform. So the headline is in Variety, The View to launch a new weekend edition for ABC News Live this month. But there's one person that's conspicuously absent. You know who it is? The person that I think is in danger of actually being fired from the show. So rather telling that she doesn't get a gig on the weekend version, right?
All of you. Talking about you and us. He's not going to say, oh, you're with a white guy, I'm going to keep you from being deported. No, he's going to deport you and put the white guy with someone else. The man is out there. He's also... JD, clearly you've not been to one of your boss's rallies. Because you believe this insanity. I mean, he has been inciting violence since 2016, telling them to beat up hecklers, threaten to shoot looters and migrants. They have, I don't remember Bill Clinton about what was going on in his White House when it was sprayed by 29 shots. I don't remember Obama blaming opponents when his White House was shot up in 2011. You have to really take a look in a mirror to see the reflection. One of the reasons that everybody has survived is because the Secret Service has been doing their job.
Just to take a little walk back down memory lane, that was when Whoopi Goldberg accused Donald Trump of being responsible for the assassination attempt on his life. I mean, this is wild stuff. And this is all happening on the federally controlled airwaves. She's not doing this on the streaming product. They've got a new streaming product and she's not even part of it. Why? Because they want to change the vibe. They want to get back to maybe what they once were. They figure they can do celebrity news and stuff like that so that they don't need this woman who spits when she says the newly elected president's name. That's effectively like spitting on America, Whoopi Goldberg. That's what you're doing. You're spitting on America when you do this.
Listen, take him seriously and take him literally.
I don't think that we have to. I think it would be remiss of us to not say Joe Biden knows how to do this.
Yes,
he knows how to do this. He's quite good at this, and you can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean
he rambles.
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just.
But can I mention one thing? Because Trump is out there.
No. Okay. So they know they have a problem in Whoopi Goldberg. They're coming up with some new version of the show, which they're going to test out on the streaming products because, hello, everybody's streaming. Of course, that might be the product where you actually want to have your crazy people that do things like spit, when they say the president's name. That's actually the place where you might actually have the ability to run that, as opposed to the federally controlled airwaves. Look, the FCC still has jurisdiction over those, okay? Any which way you slice it. And I don't think it's like freedom of speech to sit there and say the things that she has said. I mean, it's inappropriate. It's wrong. You're comparing a president who, by the way, got into no war with the likes of Adolf Hitler. You're just like smashing history and smashing reality in a way that's so crazily disrespectful to the millions and millions of Jews that died. It's amazingly disrespectful to all of our American soldiers that died, to all of our American soldiers that fought, and it's disrespectful to all of our allies. Anyway, back to The View. They're all excited. They're telling Variety it's an opportunity for us to extend the conversation, give viewers more of what they love from the connection they feel to this show. Don't you just love that show, right? That's why it's going to weekends on streaming. This is Karen Guilford, the senior president of digital media, ABC News Group, and Disney Entertainment Networks. We really think the Weekend View, in addition to what we've done on podcasting, it's going to have a great short form and social presence for the show. It is the next frontier. Okay, well, I'll give you this. It is the next frontier. It's just fascinating that you're choosing to ignore all political content, to not put Whoopi Goldberg on there all at a time when Bob Iger is getting blasted by the likes of Brendan Carr. Because maybe what you realize is that the future is actually entirely, I get it, right? You know that the future's here and in streaming, but apparently it does not include one Whoopi Goldberg. Right. Quick shout out again to one of our great sponsors over at American Heart for Gold. If you're interested in investing in gold, it's a great way to help protect against inflation. It's a great way to diversify your portfolio. I'm a big believer in it. I hold my gold. I hoard my gold. I never sell my gold because, listen, this is one of the ways that your dollars keep up with the momentum and keep up with the inflation. It doesn't even have to be the crazy inflation that we've seen for the last 4 years. Inflation in general tends to be there. And what is the one thing that holds its value over time? It is gold. So check it out. American Heart for Gold. Go to trishlovesgold.com. trishlovesgold.com today to get more information about up to $15,000 in free silver. You can text my name, Trish, to 65532, or you can call them at 1-844-495-1115. We do talk about gold over at 76 Research, my financial research company, 76research.com. You can actually sign up for just $1 a month right now. DOLLAR is the code word you need to use to get that $1 a month subscription. We have a lot of ideas and names in there for you. And a reminder, of course, to subscribe to this show. It's important right now, right? This is the new frontier. It's the next frontier. And this is authentic, and this is true, and this is real. And some of that stuff over at the quote unquote networks like ABC, where they're wearing clothespins to hold up their jackets and make sure they're cinched and they look really, well, they're not the real news, okay? They're really not. They're very exaggerated. They're very cliche. They are very artificial. And I think that what just happened there with David Muir and the clothespin is actually a really terrific and unfortunate for him example of just exactly what they have become, a caricature of themselves.